A few of these Lee loaders. I haven't used one of these in many years, so I thought just for grins and giggles it would be fun to show you, if you've never used one of these, what the deal is. The way the kit comes, you have everything you need. You can sit at your kitchen table or when you're hunting, camping, whatever, and just sit around and make yourself some shot shells. But the way this thing works, you've got these tools here. They're knocking out the primer for seating the new primer, and then you've got a couple of scoops so you can scoop in the powder, and then you can scoop in the shot. Now you're also going to need, of course, your hulls, your powder, some shot, and you can use felt wads, you can use cork wads. You need some sort of a filler if you're going to do it the way as they show you on some of these old boxes. This one from Alcan, shot shell wads, you're going to have a filler wad. So on top of the powder, you've got a nitro card or an over powder card, and then you've got some filler material, cork, felt, whatever you happen to have. You need to bring up the column height so that when you put in your shot, and then you're going to use an overshot card, and then you roll it all into place. So the entire affair is going to come up pretty much to the top of the hull. That way when you roll, crimp it in place, it all stays together. So you have this tool where you will take, you can use Federal papers. I like the Federal papers just because they roll. They're nice to work with. You can use plastic, and you can use plastic wads as well. But you take this tool here, and then you're going to grab your decapper, and this just fits right down the center. Now you can grab a hammer and tap, 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 knock that out, or you can just use your hand and smack it, and it'll knock the old primer out. And then you put the top back in. Then you take a brand new primer, and you're going to set that on top like this, put that over the top, and then you've got this other tool with the hole in it. So when you seat the new primer, the inside of the primer is going to go into the recess in this tool. So it aligns itself just fine. Tap it down, and it seats the new primer. So now from here, you've got a scoop. So you're going to scoop up the powder. Now Lee's going to have a card that comes inside the kit that's going to tell you of which powder. The scoop is going to work out by volume the grains in weight of your powder charge. Now if you got a scale handy, and I highly recommend you double check that on a scale and double check it against current reloading manuals as to how much powder is going in there. So you've got the hull that you've now reprimed, and that's going to go up into here. So when you scoop in your powder, this is serving as something of a funnel, so you're not spilling powder all over the place. Now from there, if you're using plastic, the plastic wadding would go in there. Otherwise, you're going to take a nitro card or an over powder card, and that has to go on top of the powder charge. Then you would take your cork wad, your felt wads, whatever, your filler material, and you got to bring up the column height so that after you put in the shot, it's going to have an overshot card that takes it right up to the top, so that when you crimp it, it'll all be held together nicely, and this tool crimps that as well. So it's an all-in-one. It's pretty cool. I'll do another video here and I'll show you the assembling of a cartridge using this. Happy trails.